Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to another video. To start off with, you've seen the title and thumbnail, I am finally changing to iPhone. I know I have seen in many of my videos that I'm never going to change to iPhone, and iPhone is definitely going to be my spare phone. I think I've told it in a lot of videos, I guess. I never thought I'd be making this video ever in my life, and I never thought I'd be using the Move to iOS app, but things have changed, times have changed, and I have changed. I am finally ditching my S22 Ultra and moving to the iPhone. On what phone and all that will be revealed soon. Do watch this video fully to know what phone I changed and the reasons why I changed to iPhone. All of them I will say it in this video. Just continue watching to know more. So here's my S22 Ultra. As all of you would have known, this is my S22 Ultra, which I bought back in February of 2022 this year. I pre-ordered it and I got the phone when it came out. I did unboxing, many tests, many videos on this phone, and now here I am after 7 months saying that I am going to change to iPhone. This was really unexpected for me to say also. Oh yeah, and by the way, I just got this skin a week ago and now I'm changing to iPhone, so that's kind of sad. I think I want to get the same skin for my iPhone also. I am finally moving from the S22 Ultra to the iPhone 13 mini. Well, I've been using this phone for about 3 weeks and I've been using this as my spare phone. I'm running the iOS 16 betas on my main device now. I am changing to the iPhone 13. Never else I'll be doing it, but here we are. So to start off with, I've been an Android user for about 9 years now. I started off in 2013 with the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. Well, it's technically not a smartphone, but it was able to make calls and it was just like a big smartphone back then. There wasn't any limitation for me being a tablet or a phone. It wasn't like that. Last time I was using it as a phone. So my first Android device was in 2013 and it was the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. So all the way from 2013, which from the Galaxy Tab 3 to all the way to now the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra in 2022, it has always been Android and Samsung all the way. I wanted to change to iPhone back in 2017 when it released, as I really liked the infinity display with just the notch cut out and with the Face ID and everything. I found it really revolutionary and I really loved it a lot, and I wanted to change to iPhone immediately. At the time I was using the Samsung Galaxy S7 and I wanted to change to the iPhone X so badly. I was actually about to buy the iPhone X, but at the time someone I knew changed to the iPhone 8 Plus from an Android phone. From a Samsung phone, changed to the iPhone 8 Plus, and there was data loss. By data loss, I mean the WhatsApp chats would not be able to be backed up, and I think a few other things I don't remember. WhatsApp chats are very important to me. Till now, they are very important to me. So I just cannot afford to lose my WhatsApp data. So it's because of that, I didn't change to iPhone at all. Even though I really liked iPhone, I've been using iPhone as a spare phone all along and not really being able to maximize it to its full potential, so I've just been using it as a spare phone all along, and Android has always been my main phone. And after that, I didn't even think about it. I didn't think much about changing to iPhone. I was like just using Android all along. But I really wanted to change to iPhone like recently. I started having the feeling I really wanted to change to iPhone because I felt like if I change to iPhone and if all my data from my main phone are transferred into an iPhone, so I can just keep it as a standard iPhone, because iPhones are narrow space and every year you only get about one device. But Android is a massive market and there are a lot of devices coming out throughout the year from different brands. So I feel like if I changed my main phone to the iPhone and my secondary phone to an Android, I'm able to buy different brands and test out different brands of phones and make reviews on them, and not just stick to just Apple and Samsung, which is what that has been happening in this channel for the past 1 year that I started. So that was another thing that I've been thinking about. But like I said, since my WhatsApp is important to me, I just couldn't break free from Android. But about a month ago, my impression on Android started to change. I started to feel that Android has been very stagnant and it has been very repetitive. I just feel like it's the same old design, and I just feel like that the phone that I'm using isn't interesting to me anymore. Yep, I do change it every year. I change from the S20 to the S21 to the S22. Yeah, I've been changing. But have things been changing? Well, that's not the case. If you ask me, 2 years ago when I was using the S20 Ultra, it's the same experience that I'm getting now on my S22 Ultra. Okay, let's say my S7 back in 2018 with my S22 Ultra now. Well, that does have a difference. It's a very minor difference, like the apps and everything. Those are very minor differences. But if I compare my last 3 phones, which is the S20 Ultra, the S21 and the S22 Ultra, there isn't any difference. There literally isn't any difference in me using it. It is the same old apps, the same old layout that I use, the same old full screen display, and just pretty much everything. Everything has just been the same. Even if I change to a phone, the only thing that I need to get used to it is probably the bigger display and the slightly heavier phone. Those are the only things that I need to get used to it, and the rest is all the exact same. So as a result of that, I started feeling that Android is very stagnant and there isn't anything new to explore, anything that I find really interesting in Android. When I actually got this feeling, I really found it very weird because I've been an Android user for my whole life and I've been supporting Android pretty much because I've been saying that iPhone doesn't have this feature and all that. But now here I am starting to feel that Android is stagnant and starting to feel trapped in Android. And even after that, I didn't think about it because I thought that I didn't have a choice because my WhatsApp chats can't be backed up. You might be asking, why are you so into your WhatsApp chats? And that's because I really need my WhatsApp chats. That's the only reason. Because of that, I didn't even think of changing to an iPhone. After that, I just continued using my iPhone as a spare phone and kept using the boring Android. But after that, something very unexpected happened recently. That is in iOS 15.5. In iOS 15.5, WhatsApp finally brought the ability to transfer over WhatsApp chats from an Android phone to an iPhone. And that got me really excited because this has been something that I've been wanting for a very long time, and finally I've got it. My excitement was over the top, really excited to try this out. But at the same time, I was a little hesitant to try this feature out because it's just been released and a lot of people are going to try it. So I was really hesitant about trying this out just in case I was wondering what if it didn't work and what if my data is gone forever. So I decided to wait patiently for about 2 to 3 weeks. I just waited for a few people to try it out and see how it is. So I was busy on YouTube, so just trying to see if anyone posted any video about them transferring, and to a lot of people it did change. But I also read a few comments on Twitter saying that it didn't work for them. So I was really hesitant on seeing if it's gonna work or if it's not gonna work or what. So after about 2 weeks, I was kind of 70% sure that I am gonna change to iPhone, but I still wanted to be 100% sure about that. So I just left another 2 weeks. I took around a month to just finally make up my mind that I am changing to iPhone. This is not a small decision as I'm someone who really needs to download a lot of third-party apps and just a lot of APK files. I just need a lot of APK files. That's just me. So without an Android, I was thinking, how am I going to survive by not downloading APK files? A lot of things were going on in my mind. After waiting patiently for about a month, I decided that I am going to change to iPhone. And that was the time when I just got my iPhone 13 mini. I got my iPhone 13 mini back in the first week of August, and it was about 2 weeks old. I was having the 13 mini and I was thinking whether I should change it to it or not. And finally, I decided to, and the first thing that I did was to downgrade my iPhone. My iPhone 13 mini was running in iOS 16, but I just wanted my phone to be on the most stable version when I'm changing from my Android, because I really didn't want any hiccups to happen, because this is my first time changing from Android to iOS and I didn't want any hiccups to happen. So I downgraded up from the iOS 16 to iOS 15.6, and then I transferred my data using the Move to iOS app into the iPhone. I just updated every single thing, and then I downloaded my iOS 16 beta 4 again. I could have definitely tried it in the iOS 16 betas, but just to be safe, I just wanted every single thing to be perfect and safe, so I just didn't want to compromise anything. So yeah, that was the reason I downgraded to iOS 15.6. Now it's been about a week since I changed to the iPhone 13 mini that I'm using right now to even record this video. And to be honest, I'm really loving this new ecosystem and just everything, and just the overall using iPhone as a full-time experience. I'm really loving it. It's really interesting. It's really getting interesting to use it. And of course, I do not regret my decision of changing to iPhone at all. And that is because this is closely integrated with my MacBook also, due to the Apple ecosystem. There's just many examples to go with, but I'm just going to give a few, like iMessages, FaceTime, picking up normal call in any of your phones connected to your Apple ID. So I have about 6 to 7 iPhones connected to my Apple ID, and if I receive a call on my main iPhone, just all the phones started ringing. So let's say I have my iPhone 13 mini on the MagSafe charger charging, and I suddenly receive a call. I don't have to go and take my iPhone 13 from the charger to pick up the call. I can just pick the call up from any one of my phones which are connected to the Apple ID. That's really cool. And I'm also using the Health app a lot to track my calories and everything. And also, last time when I was using a Samsung Health app, I've always been using the Nike Run Club app for all my runnings. But when I carry my Samsung phone around, the Nike Run Club tracks it correctly, but my Samsung phone doesn't. So for example, if I run a 3 km run, my Samsung phone just shows that I ran around 2.5 km, and the timing will also be wrong. But now after changing to iPhone, whenever I use the Nike Run Club app to run, the timing and the pace and everything is just recorded directly into my Health app, which I can monitor. And I'm also using it a lot to just track my steps, to track my sleep and everything. I've been using that a lot, and I actually feel like the Apple's Health app, it's really focusing on the user's health, and Samsung Health is just a basic app with just minor tracking, and like it's not really into detail. But I feel like the Apple's Health app is just great. But of course, talking about all of the iPhone features, I can never leave Android. So that's for sure. I can never just ditch Android into the drain and just use iPhone, only iPhone. That can never happen. So my S22 Ultra here is going to be my spare phone. It's going to be my secondary device where I'm going to download all the APK files, all the things that I want to download. It's all going to be on this. So really excited for this change because this has been something that I was, like I said a million times, never expecting at all. Now I'm really loving it, using the iPhone 13 mini as a daily driver. It's been fantastic. So no regrets at all. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how my experience using the iPhone goes. I'll definitely keep all of you guys updated. And before we finish, thanks to family and friends who helped me in deciding whether I should change to Android or iPhone, because I was really confused and it was really a very big decision for me to really leave Android. So thank you to everyone who helped me decide. So that's been it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click the like button, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and of course leave your comments below if I should have stayed in Android or if changing to iPhone was a good decision, or leave your thoughts below me changing to iPhone or whatever is it. Just leave in the comments below. With that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Bye bye.